here. I know I should have texted you, but this is kind of like impromptu almost. But good morning. Let me take off these glasses for a moment. It's no makeup today. It is what it is. So I did do that live yesterday. I watched the live video back. So after it processed, I watched it, and it's like I felt like I get so worked up. I get so excited, but not in a happy way because we're talking about murder. But I gotta calm myself down when I'm doing these shows and when I'm video recording and stuff. So I felt a little off after watching that video back. So I definitely wanted to come on and talk about Kohberger because I forgot to talk about Kohberger yesterday. How could I forget such a thing? Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. I think, there's just so much going on. Hi, Diana. Hi, Tina. There's so much going on this week in the world of true crime. I was a little taken aback, I guess is the phrase for that. So, good morning. Hi, Marcia. Come on in, you guys. We're going to talk about Kohberger, and I might go back and touch on some of the other things that we talked about yesterday, just to be clear. But speaking of being clear, I want to make sure that when you're on my channel, whether it's on a live show or a recorded video, please understand my channel is not fact-based. And I know that sounds weird, and that's something most YouTubers are never, ever, ever going to say about their channel. My channel is not based on facts. So when I'm reading the comments of what people are saying, how can you say that? Well, because no, it's not fact-based. My information's coming from spirit. It'll become fact once it comes out in the news or in court documents and that kind of thing. That's why it's so important that we talk about these things now before it happens, before it's proven. So I got to throw this stuff out there before it's proven to be fact. Then it will be fact. So you're welcome to put your comments, but just keep in mind, this message is for pretty much people who are not a part of my normal group here. Maybe someone passing through or someone who's not really, they don't know me from before, from my old YouTube channel. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Linda. So for you oldies but goodies, you know who I am. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I have no proof of what I'm telling you. I don't. But that's what makes it fascinating to me and interesting to you, is because we find out later that, oh my God, Audrey said that 3.5 weeks ago. And look, it's in the court document now. So I'm just saying, again, not boasting on myself, boasting on spirit. So I can't do this without spirit. So, when I start thinking about these different court cases and murders and stuff, and spirit starts throwing information in my lap about, hey, this is what really happened. Nobody knows it yet. You can share that. And, I do have to kind of wait for permission from spirit to share X, Y, and Z. Because believe it or not, spirit doesn't always want me to share everything. For example, Princess Diana, she'll say, you can say this, but don't say this other thing right now. Wait for me to tell you. Okay. All right. I try and obey. I try and be a good girl and mind the rules and everything. So again, I'm a psychic medium. I have no proof of what I'm saying. I'm just nuts. I'm just a crazy old lady. So whatever. It is what it is. I just started taking last night. I just took this probiotic. Have you guys heard of this or seen this? I'm going to try it. It's got bugs in it, you know, like probiotics and stuff. I'll let you know how I feel like this is going to work for me. It's to lose weight a little bit. Anyway, I'll have to do a video on talking about update on menopause and all that fun jazz. That is absolutely no fun. Diana, your daughter's missing? That's kind of serious, Diana. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Hi, Tammy. That's serious, Diana. Well, how about we, I mean, you guys can keep talking about it, but maybe I can get caught up on Diana's daughter's situation in a little bit. Feel free to chit chat about it in the chat section right now. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about this Kohberger news that we have. So, the hamburger case, the Brian Hamburger case. Someone said I'm disrespectful for calling him Hamburger. I could call him a lot worse. But we'll stick with Hamburger for now. So when this case first started, I have all the videos from the beginning of this murder crime in my videos on this YouTube channel. So you can go back later and watch the videos I posted about this case a while ago and just pay attention, because in those videos I'm telling you things that have since come to fruition. Why is that important? Well, it's not to necessarily prove that I am a legit psychic. To me, it's worrisome because I'm worried what's coming in this court case, because I told the world X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and it's happening right now. What am I talking about? What am I talking about that is so bad in the Kohberger case? I've been shown from the very beginning of this case that whoever the attorney, the defense team is, whoever it was going to be, I didn't know at the time who the attorney was going to be. Whoever it was going to be is going to fight tooth and nail with all their might to get this court case kicked out, excused, exonerated, whatever word you want to use. So we found out a couple days ago that his defense team, aka AnnE Taylor, is trying to get the arrest warrant and the search warrant invalidated. How could that happen? What does it take to file a motion or to ask the judge, the district attorney, to get these warrants and the search warrant and the arrest warrant dismissed? This is the terrifying part. It is something as easy as a wrong date put on paperwork. If there's a date signed wrong, if there's a time signed wrong, if there's a signature in the wrong line, these things can be thrown out. And so AnnE Taylor is trying to get the arrest warrant and search warrants kicked out. And And why is that so bad? Because what that means is all of the evidence would go away. Despite the fact the whole world knows the evidence, the jury would not be able to take the evidence into consideration if there was even still a trial. If the arrest warrant is invalid, does that mean he's not arrested anymore? So this is a big, big problem. My gut, not from spirit, but my gut tells me it's not gonna go the defense's way. I don't think the arrest warrant or the search warrant will be dismissed. We have DNA. We have cell phone tower pings. Those are real, legal means of evidence. We didn't have that 20, 25 years ago, even. We didn't have the technology of having the cell phone towers help aid crime. But look how it's helped us now, even our cars. I mean, my car, I have a new car, and it's just a computer, this thing. It knows when I get gas, it knows where I've been, it knows everything. And I don't care. I feel like that's protection for me. But someone committing murders, that's going to work against them. So we have the phone pings. We also have social media digital footprints. This is another new technology, relatively new for us older people. Social media footprint. Yeah, we have that as well on this guy. And the one thing I'm curious about is the DNA. DNA could be a lot of things, but I believe I heard somewhere, possibly Nancy Grace, that it's, what was the right term that she used? Not liquid, fluid. Was it fluid? Is that a word? Is that a phrase? Fluid DNA? Do you know what I'm saying? Fluids coming out of one's body. Do you know what I mean? Ugh. And we know that if a man has DNA coming out from his groin area, that can be absolutely a nail in the coffin. Potentially. For someone who's being on trial for murder. I haven't heard if there's any, what's the word I'm trying to say? Remember, I am starting to put 18 years and over on my videos. I don't know who's watching the videos. I don't know. Maybe Nancy Grace is even watching my videos. Hey, Nancy, love you. She probably doesn't love me, though, because I doubt she believes in psychic mediums. Well, no, that's not true. She did meet Tyler Henry. But Nancy's based on facts. I'm not. I'm based on other things. So there's so much information we know already about this case, what's been published. I believe from Spirit showing me, like right now, I have this vision of Spirit showing me, and Spirit's talking to me right now as I'm talking to you. It's always like that. I'm always hearing Spirit while I'm talking. That's why I will stop a sentence and start a new one without even sometimes realizing what I'm doing. So I apologize for that. I'm trying to slow my roll a little bit to make sure I'm saying the right things on the right case. I was a little worried last night after watching my video back that, I feel like I got a little mixed up last night. So I apologize for any confusion. Crystal says they also found 2 other male DNA. Yeah, I mean, this house, again, no judgment to the families. No judgment. This was a known drug house, apparently. I don't know if they were dealing or what, but there's a lot of people in and out of that house. And I do believe that Hamburger is infatuated the right word. Maybe obsessed. Obsessed might be the better word to use in this case. But that's how Spirit makes me feel in relation to Kohberger's feelings for Maddie. Linda, my brain never rests, ever. Never, ever, even in my sleep. Let me jump out for just a moment from the Kohberger case, because I want to make sure I say this about another case before my brain forgets. Yesterday, during the live show, I had what I believed Alexi Treviso's baby come into my presence right here and in my body. Here he comes again. Here he comes. I tell you, when I talk about someone who's passed, that's when they will tend to come in. Here he is again. Oh, gosh. The baby's coming in again. Yesterday, after the live show, I took a nap at some point. You know, like my husband said, I should have been born a cat. I like to sleep. I like to nap. I just do. Anyway, I had a dream of the baby. And I know it wasn't simply a dream. It was that baby, her baby boy in my dream. So that means the Spirit, his energy came into my brain, into my presence while I'm sleeping. I got to feel him. I did in the dream, I got to hold him. And I think it's his way of validating to me personally as the one channeling him, which is very personal. It's a very personal feeling, channeling somebody. I believe it was just his way of saying thank you. Thank you for representing me correctly. And, thank you for considering having some grace for the woman who had me, despite what she's being accused of. And again, I'm not sure why Spirit is so gentle and forgiving in this case. It's still a murder case, okay? It's still a murder case. Certain things still have to happen if murders happened. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that baby came to me in a dream, and he's here right now. I'm feeling, and I'm fighting the feeling, to be honest. And this Spirit knows, this baby knows I'm fighting. I'm hesitating. I am resisting some information right now. I am not accepting some information from Spirit because it just feels so wrong. And that is this, that Alexi, I don't want to say she's not all there, but she's got something. And it's like, have grace for her, because she's got something going on up here that we don't know yet. Okay. Doesn't mean that she should get off scot-free or whatever that expression is. But have some grace. And okay, I said it. We'll see what that means. We'll see what happens. Okay, but back to Hamburger, back to the Idaho 4 and all that. So we have Ann Taylor doing all these horrible things to help and aid Brian Hamburger's defense to the point where she's basically terrorizing BETHANY FUNKE. Ann Taylor and her defense team are, by definition, torturing and terrorizing another human being. Why is this permissible? Why is this happening? Why is this being allowed to push BETHANY FUNKE through something that I'm telling you right now? We're going to hear from BETHANY. BETHANY's life has been changed, not necessarily from the murders, but from this trauma that she's currently going through. This is going to be her whole freaking life. She's going to be in this situation for the rest of her life. This is what she's going to be known for. This is maybe what she goes into as a career later. Maybe she's going to go into psychology or something. But this has changed this poor girl's life in such a way she didn't plan. And it doesn't feel good. And it is literally causing her mental problems. Exactly. It's like bullying. AnnE is bullying. She is. In my personal opinion, she's bullying. The word I get from Spirit isn't bullying. It's more violating. She's violating BETHANY. She's doing things that should be considered criminal. And oftentimes we know that police, lawyers, people who are involved with crime, sometimes there is that fine line. And sometimes people cross that line. Like, look at that crazy lady who was a police prison guard, and she ended up taking that prisoner out, and then she took her own life. And, it's just, life happens and weird things happen. But this doesn't need to happen. Hi, Drew. I hope BETHANY does have an attorney. She needs one. But I'm telling you, this poor girl, she can't handle this. This isn't something even someone older could handle. No one can handle being come at in this way. She's being terrorized. What's another word for terror? Oh, terrorist. I'm just saying that's a definition. Okay, again, I'm going to slow my roll. I just want to say something about the Titan submersible. Can I talk about the submersible for just a moment? Since yesterday's show, I have been shown by Spirit. I don't have regular TV, so I don't have news and, that kind of thing. So after yesterday's show, I didn't watch TV or anything. But anyway, this is from Spirit. That submersible imploded on day 1. And I feel like they already knew that. Everyone knew it. But everyone was being told to, don't let the cat out of the bag. If there needs to be a announcement of some sort, don't let anyone know that what's happened exactly. Just say this is the information we have so far. But why? Why are we being led down a road that's false? So, if you're not sure what implosion means, it's basically the opposite of explosion. explosion. So X meaning exiting, implosion meaning inward. The best way I can describe an implosion is a black hole. That's what a black hole does, basically. It implodes in itself and creates this like invisible pocket of time and space that we can't see. It's very complicated. And that, again, I hope these 4 souls, I hope their souls and their energies were removed from their bodies before the actual implosion. That's my hope. All right, I see you guys talking about Delphi. So, you know what? If I can find my son still has my computer on the East Coast. If there's any way I can find those old videos, maybe they're stuck somewhere in time on those old computers. I doubt Benjamin's up and watching this live right now, but I'll check in with him. Maybe I can find those old videos. I'm not afraid. To show the old videos because my story doesn't change. My story doesn't change because it's not my story, it's Spirit's story. Spirit doesn't lie. The only time it would change if I've misunderstood something. But I'm always upfront and honest with you guys if I've messed up. If I saw something and I said, oh, it's this. Come to find out later, Spirit's like, no, Audrey, no, it's not that. But let me re-explain it to you. I will tell you the full conversation I had with Spirit correcting me. But when I talk to you guys and say, I got the baby here from Alexi, I get chills, okay? That's my correct, Audrey, keep going. I get physical sensations when I repeat information that I'm hearing from Spirit. So I try and make it known that when I hear something, it's like, not sure if that's from Spirit or if that's my inner self. I try and be upfront about that with you guys. I don't want to lead you down a wrong path. I want us to go down this path together. I want us to go on our journeys, our separate journeys, but together. If that makes sense. We're basically a support system. And, if you want to support somebody or a community, you have to be honest. I mean, we know, there's a lot of non-honest people out there, but I have literally shown and shared my entire life with the world, with things I have done horribly wrong, things I regret, things I've said. I've shared all of that with you guys because I want you to know that I understand your path and you not feeling super great about maybe some things you did or said, but that you can still continue to go on with your life and be happy. Be happy despite the things you've done. Hi, Lori. Lori says, what do you feel about near-death experiences? That's interesting. So I enjoy watching people talk about their near-death experiences. They're similar in a lot of ways, and they're different in a lot of ways. And I don't have confirmation from any spirit, including my spirit guide. I don't have confirmation from any entity that those experiences were real. Not to discredit people. Their experiences may have been real to them, but potentially it was their brain doing, showing them this vision and taking them on the journey versus their soul being removed and taken on a journey. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like the difference between a dream and actually dying. So I hope that makes sense. It's a little complicated. And I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm just saying I don't have confirmation on any of the stories that I've watched on TV or read about or anything like that. I don't have confirmation that that's a thing. That might be a human being thing. It might be a human brain thing happening to us. The main thing that triggered me questioning these situations when people have out of body or after death experiences. Sorry, Spirit's talking. Wait, let me finish my thought, Spirit. Okay, so sometimes when I'm hearing people's near-death experiences, they're saying things that I know not to be true from Spirit. Things Spirit has said, absolutely, this doesn't happen on the other side. Or, not really, no, kind of thing. So it's hard to say. But you know what? If these experiences have helped somebody in their near-death experience, then great. Let it change them for the better. Let them share their experience for the better. Doesn't mean they shouldn't share it despite it not being able to be proved, right? Anything invisible, people are like, yeah, I don't know. I think you're just a little nuts, lady, you know? And that's why people are afraid to share experiences and interactions with spirits and different things. I'm sure Drew knows what I mean, right, Drew? Because she's a ghost hunter. And sometimes you can't confidently say what you've experienced or what you've seen without sounding crazy. But as I've said, and I will continue to say, truth is stranger than fiction. It really is. Okay, I want to touch on something else real quick. The Chad Dorman situation with the 3 little boys. We've been updated on some information with him. It's not going to make a difference, I don't think, to the case. Originally, we were told on the news that the 3 boys were lined up execution style and executed that way. So that apparently is not correct based on witness testimony, which is this. One boy was shot in the house. While he was being killed, the 7-year-old took off, was shot from behind twice. Dad caught up with him and then in the head, did it again in the head. And then the baby was literally physically pulled out of mom's arms and in the head. So again, not that that makes much of a difference at all. I mean, it's all awful. It's all awful. I'm reading your guys' comments. All right. just rereading some of my notes from yesterday, if there's anything I wanted to kind of correct. On that case, the Ohio case where the dad shot his kids, $20 million bond. Why does he have a bond at all? Why? No, I mean, not that someone's going to come up with however much millions that ends up being for bail, but don't bond him. Don't give him a bond. But anyway, $20 million. He's 32 years old. He's not insane. As so many people have said, it was kind of a known thing. He had it planned. And that, like I said yesterday, this case is almost more sickening to me in my throat than the Watts case. And my husband had a dream last night about Shanann Watts. And he was telling me about it this morning before was it last night or this morning? I can't remember when he told me. Must have been this morning. I'm like, I don't know if I want to hear it. It's so awful as it is. I won't share it yet. I'll ask him if I can have permission to share it, but it was weird. He's like, I don't know why I'm thinking about Shanann. I think maybe we sleep with our brains too close together and I'm picking up on your stuff. God. God help you if that's the case. Yeah, I'm just reading, Marcia. I'm reading your comments and stuff. I 100% agree with what Marcia's saying about watching her mom pass and stuff, because spirits have so many times, almost every time I channel a spirit, they want to take me through their death. Audrey, that's horrible. No, but it's really not. I'm getting the chills. It's really not horrible, and that's why they want to share it with you. It's comfort for you knowing that they were okay. They felt good. They're excited. Maybe they couldn't even speak at that point. Maybe they were ill and they're dying of a different disease and stuff. But spirit does, when they're still in their body, maybe even kind of half in, half out their body in some cases, when people are on their deathbed, they see loved ones. Sometimes it's animals they see in the room there with them, wherever they're at, wherever they're gonna pass on. So spirit tells me these things for the benefit of having you feel better. Because the human body may look like it's suffering and choking and gagging and, as people die. It's terrifying, it's ugly, it's scary. But our souls themselves, most of the time, aren't feeling that suffocation or panic, even though maybe the eyes are opening wide and, it's just ugly. It's ugly and scary. But our loved ones are most of the time exiting the body in a soft way. So I just want to throw that out there. What are you guys talking about? Oh, let's see. Oh, Scotland. Drew, I need to know where you're at in Scotland so we can maybe meet up. Are you near Edinburgh? And then again, as I mentioned yesterday, if you didn't catch yesterday's show, in Ohio where these 3 boys were killed, the neighbor across the street said on camera he can see the boys in the yard still. They're still there. Is that possible? It's possible. The boys were killed in a violent way, traumatic, obviously being murdered. And I do see this happening with children more so than adults, that the kids aren't sure where to go. They're not sure what happened. And it's just I'm talking to Spirit right now, so sorry. Spirit's taking me like to the scene there where the 3 boys were. And I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? You know, I think it would be nice in honor of these 3 boys, if we can just each light a candle for them, one candle, and hope that these boys can go to the light and cross over. I'm trying to connect with them right now. I'm trying to see if they'll let me in. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments on anything. You know, 100 years ago, if Brian Hamburger 100 years ago killed these people, or anyone really, he could kill them in Idaho and then drove to the Washington state line and been fine. No one could get him after that. Just seeing what's happening. Sorry, Scout. I don't know who this is on the side here. This Mr. Burgles. I don't know. Can we just remove this Mr. Burgles completely and block from the... You know, this Mr. Burgles is a real asshole because, one, this channel is for good and healing and understanding. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for blocking. You know, I'm here for good. I am not here for gossip. Sometimes gossip, but I'm on YouTube for happy reasons. And if someone doesn't believe in what I do, I don't care. Like I said, I'm the biggest skeptic. If I didn't have these abilities, I don't think I would believe in it. But at the same time, I wouldn't go to someone's channel who does do it and kind of jump in and just start saying stuff. So, you know, there's all kinds of people, unfortunately, that make the world go round. So, yeah, we don't need. I don't know. I don't know if my husband's listening right now, but I'll have him take care of this for me. Thanks, Drew. My husband is really good at finding out who you are, where you live. My husband can find anybody and figure anything out. I'm just saying. So, okay. Okay, well, he's saying he's positive, not negative. All right, well, I guess we're just going to ignore Mr. Burgles. You can, you know what, just do you. Do you. My husband will check into you, so, whatever. I'd be afraid of my husband if I was you, Mr. Burgums, but I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. Okay, so, hi, Donna. All right, you guys, I think I touched on everything else I wanted to. But yeah, if Kohberger had been around 100 years ago, he would have gotten away with a lot of murders, you know. Once you cross the state line, you're safe. So it's good that we're not like that anymore and people can be taken from across state lines and even countries, right? We've seen that happen. We'll go get you. We'll go get you in the other country that you're hiding out in. That reminds me of Brian Laundrie. And people around the world are going to see Brian Laundrie elsewhere because he's not dead. They're going to see him and go, oh my God, I think that's that guy. Yeah. So, you know, we're happy. We're here. We are one happy unit trying to get through this life. So thanks for letting me pop on today real quick, you guys. I appreciate it. It's going to be a busy week again with these crimes, and I'll try and keep you as up to date as possible. Thank you, Scout. Thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate it. Donna, Lori, Diana, everyone, Linda, who else is here? Christy, Crystal, everyone. If I've missed a name, I'm sorry. Everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there very slowly. Thank you, Marsha. Okay, guys, I'll see you really soon. All right, take care. Have a good Sunday. Bye.